Good morning. Thank you for joining us for our Drainage District meeting, April 17, 2018. We have Commissioner David Fuentes present, myself, Commissioner Joe Flores, and Commissioner Joseph Palacios. We have a quorum. We can stand for prayer, please.
Great. Thank you, Commissioner. Let us pray. Father God, again, we give you many thanks, Lord, for just another day that you've given us. Thank you for the opportunity to provide for us to come and serve this great county, Lord. We continue to lift up this board, elected officials that you've appointed, Lord. Continue to provide them your wisdom as they continue to make all the decisions affect us all, Lord, and give them your peace, Lord, after those decisions are made, Lord. Just continue to ask for your wisdom as well for myself, for all the leaders of this great county, Lord. We continue to pray for those, Lord, that are battling illnesses, Lord. Put your healing hand on them, Lord. Watch over them, Lord. Just give the doctors the wisdom, your wisdom, to deal with whatever is ailing them, and your peace, Lord, over their families as well as they go through these difficult times, Lord. Continue to pray for them daily, Lord. We thank you again for the opportunity you give us to come serve, Lord, and it's in your Son Jesus' name that I ask all this. Amen.
Amen. Did anybody sign up for open forum?
Yes, sir. We do have 3 participants under open forum. We'll remind the audience to please respect the speaker's time at the podium. There's a 3-minute time limit, and I will advise when there's 1 minute left. Our first speaker is Angelica Reyes.
Muy buenos días. Mi nombre es Angélica Reyes. Primeramente vengo a darles las gracias por la ayuda que nos prestaron con los camiones para recolectar toda la basura para que los biches no estén sucios. Fue una gran ayuda, la verdad sí les confieso que fue una gran ayuda, porque en los tiempos de lluvias se estanca mucho el agua, se inundan todos los solares de la parte baja de la colonia donde yo vivo. Y a veces, perdón, pero tenemos que andar con botas de agua para el agua, porque nos da a veces a la rodilla el agua cuando están los diches muy sucios, y por eso quiero darles las gracias por toda la ayuda, esperando que en los años siguientes nos puedan ayudar con eso otra vez, si es posible.
Okay. She just wanted to say thank you to Flores because all the cleanups that we did in the last year with the Colonia cleanups that we did working with Lupe were really successful in making sure that the drainages weren't clogged. A lot of people took advantage of the situation and actually contributed to getting their neighborhoods clean, and it kept a lot of the neighborhoods that usually whenever it rains, the neighborhoods get water up until their boots or their knees, I guess. And we just want to say thank you for doing those cleanups, and we're hoping that there's a consistentness so we can continue doing these cleanups for the following year. And I'm going to be translating. I know you guys are working really hard to make sure that the translations are going to happen soon within the community, but I'm going to be translating for the other person that's coming to speak too. Thank you.
Thank you. Our second participant is Porfiria Reyes.
Buenos días. Yo vengo de la colonia Polmex, también a dar gracias, no nada más a solicitar sus ayudas, ahora me toca darles las gracias. Pues tenemos alumbrado, tenemos calles que nos pavimentaron, por la basura que también nos limpiaron la calle Polmex. Venimos a dar gracias y pues que nos sigan apoyando con eso de la basura, porque sí es muy necesario que las calles o las colonias estén limpias. Y pues nada más darles gracias por esa atención que tuvieron con nosotros, Colonia Polmex. Muchas gracias.
What precinct is that?
This is Precinct 3. It's actually for Joe Flores. We just want to say thank you because they recently had their colonia lit up this year, and they had their their Colonia cleanup, which also helped with the ditches as well. But recently, we wanted to come say thank you as well because of they had paved their streets. Their streets had no potholes, and I'm assuming there's probably we really don't know why, but we just wanted to say thank you for doing the hard work that they're doing to contribute and keep working with you guys to continue with these Colonia neighborhood cleanups and to keep working with the community.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our last participant is Casey Fletcher.
Y también muy buenas noches, días. Yo me llamo Dr. Kenneth C. Fletcher y no puedo hablar español. Yo uso estilo muy julio cabachito gringuito viejito, so I'm going to do the rest in English. I'd like to thank Mr. Eddie Cantu. He's our Precinct 2 Commissioner. For coming back. While you were away, I'm sure you were busy doing other things and you didn't have time to review the last meeting, but I appeared here speaking about the linear park that goes along the drainage district. This is a drainage district meeting here. And also another subject was, it turns out that the Drainage District 1 office aren't the bad guys here. It's good old TxDOT that gives permission to do everything. TxDOT sort of God when it comes to drainage, and studies have to be done. So lay off the Drainage District 1 guys for a while. And I was discussing the fact that La Siena I think of as La Sanity because of the fact that it's less work to do for Drainage District, less tearing up central Edinburgh, and also, TxDOT points out to me that there's no drainage district that I believe you all were advised to make one go to the west direction, but hey, Laguna Madre is to the east. TxDOT told me that, like I couldn't figure that out. And I'm sorry to see that the judge is not here because after I signed up, now I don't know if this is a coincidence, it's very mysterious, but I received one of these. This is a jury summons, so if it's somebody might be complaining or say something negative, please don't use their sign-up sheet to give them a jury summons here. I'll be glad to serve if I can. And if I end up, parking in the parking lot again, we do get some preferential treatment for jury duty. That's why if you come to do business, you can't find a parking place at the courthouse itself. You should be reminded to plant more trees. And I wanted to invite Commissioner Cantu on April 24th. We're going to have Far Arbor Day. And after 2.5 years of, Citizen started up Tree City USA, Far is Tree City USA now. So that's a very unique designation. It's better than what McAllen has because McAllen doesn't have that, so go Far. And before I sit down, I wish there was more transparency on like a meeting. If Mr. Kent Burns comes and speaks to you, you could relay what he said or have him come back. And it was an editorial in the newspaper, and I said it here on record that I don't think it's right if you own property nearby and you're dissuading alternate locations for a courthouse, for instance, and I think it might be a conflict of interest even, or the optics, at least the optics for sure. So those are my comments, and come out to the Arbor Day celebration. I'm hoping they'll serve tripa. See, that's got the word tree in it there. Thank you very much.
Just for the record, the judge would be here today. He was under the weather last night, so he asked to be excused. Raul, item 5?
Yes, sir.
Or 4.
Approve consent agenda. Yes, sir. There is no issues. Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you. Item 5A, certificate of substantial completion from Venture Contractors LLC pertaining to construction contract number ACDD 11702300530. Plena Vista Subdivision, Unit 2, Street and Drainage Improvement.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you. 5B, certificate of completion from Venture Contractors LLC pertaining to construction contract number ACTD 11702300530, Plena Vista Subdivision, Unit 2, Street and Drainage Improvement.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And last, 5C, application for payment number 5, retainage in the amount of $45,801.03 from Venture Contractors LLC pertaining to construction contract number ACDD 1-17-023-0530, Plano Vista Subdivision Unit 2, Street and Drainage Improvements.
Move for approval. Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion carries.
Thank you. Item 6A, certificate of substantial completion from Go Underground LLC pertaining to contract number ATDD 1-17-052-1010, Chaparral Drain Improvement, FM 493 Crossing.
Move for approval. Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion carries.
6B, application for payment number 1 in the amount of $49,015.80 from Go Underground LLC pertaining to construction contract number ACDD 1-17-052-1010, Chaparral Drain Improvement, FM 493 Crossing.
Move for approval. Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Item 7A, requesting approval of supplemental agreement number 1 to professional engineering services contract CHCDD 1-16-012-0307C with Quintanilla Headland Associates, Inc. for the project Minnesota Cesar Chavez Area Drainage Improvement to reflect the services and fees for the resident inspector, subject to legal review and compliance with House Bill 1295.
So move. Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
7B, requesting approval of work authorization number 3, an estimated cost of $38,533.60. As submitted, project engineer Quintanilla Headland Associates, Inc. for the provisions, construction, staking, and resident inspection services related to the engineering service for Minnesota Cesar Chavez Area Drainage Improvements through contract number CACDD 1-16-012-0307C, subject to legal review and compliance with House Bill 1295.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you. Item 8, requesting authority to advertise and approval of procurement packet, i.e. legal notice, specifications, draft contract, etc. It's attached here too for Dow County Drainage number 1, Pit Run Caliche, RP number ACDD 1-18-025-0509, including the re-advertisement of project in the event bids are rejected or no bids are received and project is still required.
Move for approval.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you. Item 9, requesting authority to advertise and approve a procurement packet, i.e. legal notice, specifications, draft contract, etc., as attached here too for Dow County Drainage District number 1, concrete mix and related items, RFP number ACDD 1-18-023-0509, including the re-advertisement of the project in the event bids are rejected or no bids are received, the project is still required.
Move for approval.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries
Thank
unanimously.
you. Item 10, requesting authority to advertise an approval of procurement packet, i.e. legal notice, specifications, draft contract, etc., as attached here too for Dow County Drainage District number 1, sand and bedding material, RFP number ACDD 1-18-026-0509, including the re-advertisement of the project in the event bids are rejected or no bids are received and project is still required.
Move for approval.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you. 11A, requesting approval to accept bids and award a construction contract lowest and best bidder meeting all specified requirements for RFP number ACDD 1-18-015-0328, J09 Drain Improvements Phase 2 roadway and field crossings in total amount of $497,074 to Moore Will LLC, subject to legal approval and compliance with House Bill 1295, as recommended by project engineer Tesdian.
Move for approval.
All in favor say aye. Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you. 11B, pursuant to Texas Law Agreement Code 262031, in the interest of expediting project's progress, requesting authority and approval for Drainage District General Manager to execute change orders that involve an increase or decrease in the cost of $50,000 or less, and in no event to exceed the change order statutory limits. The original contract price may not decrease by 18% or more without the consent of the contractor.
Move for approval.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Item 12, acceptance and approval of First Amendment to the letter of engagement between Dow County Drainage District number 1 and the firm to reflect name change of company from Burton McCumber and Cortez LLP to Burton McCumber and Longoria LLP.
Move for approval.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries
Thank you.
unanimously.
Item 13, requesting approval of license agreement for the use of the Texas Department of Transportation copyrighted plans and or document as it relates to plans for US 281 in Progreso, Texas from FM 1015, approximately 1 mile east, and approval for myself or designee to execute.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries
Thank
unanimously.
you. Item 14A, requesting approval to declare surplus 1999 GMC 1500 pickup truck, asset number 33325, for the purpose of donation to Dow County Precinct number 1, in accordance with Texas Law Government Code 263152-4B.
Move for approval.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Item B, requesting authority to remove one 1999 GMC 1500 pickup truck, asset number 33325, from the Al County Drainage District Number 1 inventory list after finalizing the donation by transferring the title to Al County Precinct Number 1.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries
Thank
unanimously.
you.
Maybe that's what should go ahead.
We do have one item, executive session.
At this time, as per section 551.071 and 072, we're going to go back to executive session. We'll be back.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Sorry, you guys. Executive session.
Under item 16A, real estate acquisition, will proceed as directed. 16B, no action.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously. Once again, thank you for joining us today for our County Commission meeting, April 17, 2018. We have a quorum with Precinct 1, 2, 3, and 4 present. The judge is out sick today. So we'll proceed with our Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Good morning. Almighty God, we come together today for the good of the citizens of Hidalgo County. Give us your wisdom as we make decisions that will affect them today and in the years to come. Help us to work well together, recognizing that each of us are here because we want what is best for Hidalgo County. We ask for your blessing and your guidance. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Consent agenda, Walde?
Commissioners, if we can take consent agenda item 10A1 and 10A2 out for discussion. Yes, sir.
Move for approval of consent agenda excluding 10A1 and 10A2.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously.
Commissioners, if we could please take action on consent agenda item 10A1 and 10A2, and for the record, Commissioner Fuentes has abstained from any discussion and or vote.
Move for approval of 10A1 and 10A2.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously with David Fuentes abstaining.
Commissioner, just a real quick point of information for the audience and for those that are viewing today's Commissioner's Court. I think everybody heard some music a little earlier. We're having some technical difficulties with respect to our audio. Swaggit, our company, is the one that put that music on. We did not. Again, they're trying to work through those issues. So, again, for those in the, if we hear something a little later on, again, it's the audio issues they're trying to resolve right now as we speak.
Thank you, Walde. We're going to take item 15A out of order. Are you going to present it?
Good morning, Commissioners. Julia Sullivan with Public Affairs, and joining me is Teacher of the Year, Monica Cifuentes. Item 15A is under Precinct 4 Commissioner David L. Fuentes, and it's a resolution in recognition of High School Teacher of the Year, Monica Cifuentes. Thank you for joining us. Whereas Monica Cifuentes of the Weslaco ISD received statewide recognition by TCTELA as High School Teacher of the Year, and whereas TCTELA is the Texas Council of Teachers of English Language Arts, and whereas, in addition to teaching advanced placement, dual enrollment, and remedial classes, Ms. Cifuentes also coaches UIL for ready writing, excuse me, I need an English class, for ready writing and journalism, and whereas she's a student herself. On top of all that, she's pursuing a doctorate in education at the University of Texas of Rio Grande Valley. And whereas she was nominated for the award by University of Texas Rio Grande Valley Associate Professor Amy Cummins. And whereas Ms. Cifuentes loves literature, writing, her students, of course, and has stated that she believes teaching is what she was born to do. and whereas she has displayed incredible discipline, determination, and resilience, bringing great pride to her family, the County of Hidalgo, and the Weslaco Independent School District. Now therefore be it resolved that the Hidalgo County Commissioners Court hereby honors Ms. Monica Cifuentes for her hard work, her dedication, and leadership, and congratulates her on this outstanding honor, approved the 17th day of April, 2018.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Congratulations.
It's been a pleasure. It's been an honor. I've told my students, and it's something extremely humbling. It really is, to be able to serve the students of Hidalgo, students that are leaving to universities and coming back to the Valley and coming back to their roots. It's just very, very humbling. And thank you very much for taking the time to recognize me. Thank you so much.
Well, being a teacher, I think all of us can agree is where people think you guys just get the summers off, and that's teachers like you that go the extra mile and prepare probably all summer long for the next year. Having been a former teacher also, I can appreciate the challenges that you have inside the classroom with the family dynamics and the challenges that young kids have nowadays. To be able to reach them and connect with them in a way that's effective and motivating is a true honor to be able to recognize you for that accomplishment. So to be recognized as Teacher of the Year in the entire state of Texas and doing what you do, we wanted to make sure to recognize you because that is really a major accomplishment, and we are all very, very proud of you and excited that for you and for your family.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can stand on the ridge. Okay. Maybe you want to stand on Commissioner Fuentes' side. Thank you. Thank you. And look at Ivana. Can you come through, please? One. One, two. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Thank you so much. I doubt they're going to do that. Do you guys have anything you want to take out of order? We can go on to 5A. Presentation by United Way regarding the Hidalgo County 2017 campaign. Take your time. Pepe, can you call Michael Leo? If he's out there.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
My name is Lily Lopez-Killalay. I'm with United Way, and with me this morning are Mrs. Lisa Killian with South Texas Health System. She is our 2000 campaign chair. Ms. Karen Pittman is with IBC, and she is our 2018 Edinburgh Community Captain. Thank you so much. We're honored to be here this morning to congratulate Hidalgo County employees for their outstanding support during the 2017 campaign. Thank you to the directors, the Sheriff's Office, everyone who opened their doors to allow us to come in and visit with them. We have a few awards to present, but we also just want to remind you of a couple of quick things that are being done in the community with the investments, with the contributions that we raise from people like yourselves throughout Hidalgo and Starr counties, beginning with reminding you that 100% of what is raised stays in our two-county area. We are the local United Way, and a lot of people still can't wrap their minds around that. There are about 1,400 United Ways in the country, and where you live and give is where 100% of our contributions stay. We just wrapped up our VITA program. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's our Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, where we prepare income tax returns, volunteers prepare income tax returns for families who earn $54,000 or less at no cost. We helped over 4,300 families this year, and their returns are at $7.9 million. We think we're going to get to $8 million. We'll have those numbers by next week. We want to thank Commissioner Cantu. He allowed us to borrow their tech bus, which was used in the Alamo and McAllen area on weekends, and income tax returns were also prepared in the bus by volunteers. We are an umbrella of services ranging from after-school programs, homework assistance, emergency communication services for the military, shelters for the homeless, victims of domestic violence, forensic interviews for children who have been physically or sexually abused, end-of-life care, and much more. And on average, we serve about 260,000 residents in Hidalgo and Starr counties on any given year. So moving on to our recognition, we kicked off this year for the first time with an event just for our Hidalgo County leadership, which was really well attended and led by Michael Leo, who is also on our board of directors, and Mrs. Yolanda Chapa and the commissioners. We want to thank them. They made the biggest difference this year. Our top two increases, and we'd like to present awards for these, came from Urban County and Precinct 1 this year in Weslaco. So we would like to present those and take a quick picture with Ms. Diana Serna, whose team had a 96% increase, and Commissioner David Fuentes' team at Precinct 1 had a 112% increase. Awesome. So congratulations. Okay. Yes.
Go down there with
the picture. Have them sit in the okay. Okay, so while they take the picture, real quickly, we'll move on. And we also want to acknowledge our leadership supporters who are part of our Pillar Club membership. These are individuals who contribute at least $500 a year or less. And this year, in the county, our number of Pillar Club members doubled. We'd like to invite the agency with the most participation to please step forward for their award as soon as we take this picture. Okay. Hidalgo County Precinct number 2, Commissioner Eddie Cantu's team had the largest number of Pillar Club members, 6, and also raised the largest amount in the county, over $8,800, almost $9,000 of the $46,000 that was raised by Hidalgo County employees. So Commissioner Cantu, if you would please step forward for your award. Congratulations. And Michael Leo. And while they take that picture, we're calling out the names of the Pillar Club members here at the county. And Michael would like, we'd like a representative from the agency to please step forward for their Pillar Club pins. Or you can see us for that after, but we'd like a group picture. Elizabeth Gonzalez at the Hidalgo County Head Start, and David Gell. Sergio Cruz at Budget and Management. Angelica Garcia at the District Clerk's Office. Homero Garza at Fire Marshal's Office. Linda Wasserman at the Health Department. Michael Leo at the Judge's Office. Precinct 2, Commissioner Eddie Cantu. Armando Garza Jr., Olivia Gomez, Armando Salinas, Rogelio Astudillo, and Frank Marin. Okay. At Precinct 4, we have Mr. Juan Vela. At Precinct 1, Commissioner David Fuentes and Juan Gonzalez. At Purchasing, Heidi Ortiz. And at the WIC Department, San Juanita Aguilar. Okay. And finally, we wanted to present the Top 10 Company Award to the Commissioners. So we'd like a group picture. This is our last picture. The county was recognized as the number 6 top company at our annual awards banquet last month at the McAllen Country Club. This is the best placing ever for the county. And the county moved up from number 10 to number 6. So congratulations, that was a great accomplishment. If we could please take one last picture with the commissioners, and that will conclude our awards presentation.
How far off are we
From
number 1?
quite far, Commissioner, quite far. we can work.
What's the number?
$500,000. $500,000 is our number 1 company. Next year.
Where's Samuel? You can write a check.
Nothing is impossible, right?
You have to have a goal.
1, 2, and 3. Thank you. One more. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, and 3. Thank you.
Have a good day. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you so much. Great job.
You want me to pass these? They're for elections.
I want to personally thank all the staff, the Hidalgo County staff that contributes to this great cause. For me, I love contributing to United Way because it's a way to give multiple agencies in one donation. So I appreciate everything United Way does, and thank you staff once again for contributing. Thanks for being here.
And thank you for taking the lead on this one. I mean, I know that when we did the United Way drive earlier, or last year, you guys made it organized and tried to really make a big push. And obviously it was successful. So congratulations to all of you, but thanks for taking leadership on that.
Thank you. (5B) Proclamation declaring April 2018 as National County Government Month.
Good morning again, Julia Sullivan. Whereas the nation's 3,069 counties serve more than 300 million Americans and provide essential services to create healthy, safe, and vibrant communities, and whereas the state of Texas, in the state of Texas, Hidalgo County is the 7th most populous of 254 counties, serving a population of nearly 1 million residents. And whereas elected county officials include the county judge, the commissioners, the tax assessor collector, county clerk, district clerk, the treasurer, justices of the peace, constables, county and district court judges, and criminal district attorney, and others. And whereas counties are extensions of state government at the local level, the county provides public health with a focus on indigent health care, disease prevention, immunization, and healthy lifestyles, public safety and justice, which includes law enforcement, a court system, the operation of jails, and medical examiner services, elections, building and maintaining roads and bridges, keeping important records safe, and providing human services such as veteran services, clinics, waste disposal sites, community service agency, the Head Start, emergency management, and more. And whereas much of the day-to-day work is done by the more than 3,000 dedicated Hidalgo County employees, and whereas National County Government Month provides an opportunity to thank those dedicated employees and share information on the programs and services provided for the residents of Hidalgo County. Now therefore be it resolved that the Hidalgo County Commissioners Court does hereby proclaim April 2018 as National County Government Month. Approved the 17th day of April 2018.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously.
And if we can have any county employees present and or elected officials stand and be recognized by Commissioners Court.
Yeah, I see plenty in the audience.
Please stand.
Victor, Lisbeth, Josephine, Mr. Olivares, I see you in the audience.
Stand.
Ivana, Sarah. Where's Sarah? I saw Sarah.
There she is.
Miss
now.
Marty?
She just keeps walking in and out.
Armando. Michael Leo's there. I see Pepe's over there in the back. Mr. Gallardo, I saw him somewhere there in the audience. I saw Captain Herrera. I see Mr. Friedland there in the corner. Jaime from CSA, I see him as well. Constable Precinct 4. Renan, I see him there. Trying to...
My precinct guys, Pepe.
Oh, Pepe, yes, Pepe's
George Peña.
George is there.
Mayor Chief Suarez.
Yolanda Chapa.
Mr. Cruz is there, and Ms. Chapa, my apologies, Mrs. Chapa's in the corner. Okay.
Miss Rosie.
Balde, of course.
I see Ms. Linda here from the auditor's office.
Yes, right there.
Rosie Kente.
Steve Cruz.
Steve, yes, he's in the back. So,
Balde Guerra.
I'm here.
Standing.
No, commissioners, and Ms. Julie, I'm glad that you said anyone in the audience, because and for the general public, I mean, these are the individuals that, along with the other 3,000 employees in the county, as well as those, and Ms. Monica over here to the left, as well as those individuals, from our cities and other counties in Texas. These are the individuals that comprise your government, your county government. These are the individuals that are entrusted with doing what's right for the constituents, day in and day out, after hours, weekends. I know Ms. Linda and I have had many a chat on a Saturday with issues of concerns, along with Ms. Marty, Ms. Julia, the same thing here. Commissioners, goes without saying, we speak at all hours of the night, any day of the week. And so, yes, and our law enforcement, again, these are the individuals that comprise and keep county government working day in and day out.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We go on to item 6, Haida. Morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. Item 6A, Rosalinda Cantu presenting for the District Attorney's Office. Number 1, authorization and approval to accept award number G17SS0002A, supplement number 2, cooperative agreement between Hidalgo County and the Executive Office of the President Office of National Drug Control Policy in the amount of $8,911 for the grant period of January 1st, 2017 through December 31st, 2018.
Move for approval.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously.
Number 2, authorization for county judge as authorized official to sign grant award form and related documents.
So move.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Number 3, approval of certification of revenues as certified by the county auditor's office.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Number 4, approval of appropriation of funds for the Hidalgo County Haida Task Force in the amount of $8,911.
So move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sheriff's Office.
Morning, Commissioners. Captain Herrera with the Sheriff's Office. Item 7A, DART Drones Public Safety Grant Program. Number 1, authorization and approval to apply for the DART Drone Public Safety Grant Program with DART Drones vendor.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Number 2, authorization for the county judge to e-sign any required documents under DART drones as authorized official.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you. Constable Precinct 2.
Okay.
You want to handle it or you want to skip it, Valde?
I'll take care of it, Commissioner. For Constable Precinct 2, it's under the Texas conversion to the National Incident-Based Reporting Systems, which is the NIBRS. There's a request, an authorization and approval to apply for the fiscal year 2018 Texas conversion to the National Incident-Based Reporting System with the Office of Criminal Justice Division, which is CJD.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Second action item will be requesting authorization for the county judge to e-sign the required documentation under e-grants as an authorized official.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
For Constable Precinct 5, Commissioners, if I may, Mr. Cruz.
Morning, Commissioners. Item 9A, 1, discussion, consideration, and approval to enter into an interlocal agreement between Hidalgo County Constable 5, Precinct 5, and Texas Tropical Behavioral Health.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously.
Item 9A2 is authorization to pay overtime reimbursable under the interlocal agreement, terms and conditions.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Item 9A3, authorization for the county judge as authorized official to sign the interlocal agreement award and related documents.
So move.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
If I can skip item 4, if I can go to item 5, is approval to create the following positions, slot 1 and 2, Deputy Constable Step 1s. The correction on slot 2, it is a Constable Deputy Step 1, both at $44,577.
So, second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
And now item 9A, 4, and 6 is approval of certification of revenue certified by the county auditor and appropriation of those funds.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Commissioners, if I may, item 10. There's no action or nothing to report under item 10A, 1 and 2 today. I'm going to skip item B just for a couple seconds, and let me take care of the next 2 items. Item C, I'm asking the court to consider the following: discussion, consideration, and action terminating the County of Hidalgo's participation with the City of La Villa and Reinvestment Zone Number 1, City of La Villa, pursuant to Section 4B6 of the interlocal agreement. Commissioners, if you may recall, some time ago I came to Commissioners Court. We had some issues that we needed to resolve with the city. I sent a letter to the city outlining the areas that we needed to address. The city, in turn, has advised us that there is no resolution on their end, and so I'm asking the court, as per the agreement, for us to not participate with the La Villa's CURS and their reinvestment zone number 1.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item D is approval to accept the settlement check from Empower Insurance Company in the amount of $2,177.82. This will settle an auto accident with one of our county vehicles.
So move.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And if I may go back to item B, Oscar, I'm going to ask Oscar to come to the podium. This is presentation of the monthly report by Program Manager Jacobs, Inc. of the construction of the new Hidalgo County Courthouse.
Good morning, Commissioners. There we go. Just wanted to give you all a quick update on the Hidalgo County Courthouse project for this month. So progress to date. We have now completed, after long effort, we have a complete project team under contract. So as you know, HDR has been under contract and under design, but Morganti is now under contract and has received their notice to proceed, and they're moving forward as well. So that's an item that was checked off the list last month. Schematic designs, design plans were presented and approved by Commissioners Court. HDR was given their notice to proceed to move into design development. And so beginning today, this afternoon, we're going to have our first key user group meetings kicking off, going down the list of each of the key users that are going into the courthouse. So today we're meeting with the clerks, and we're going to be moving with the judicial side and all the other key user groups that are going into the courthouse. To date, and reported previously, we've had Jacobs and HDR completed independent estimates on the courthouse. That was reported to wrap up SD. Morganti's first order of business was to complete theirs. That is still in progress. We should have their revised estimate probably later by end of week this week, and we'll be reporting on that come next month. But things are moving forward. You may have noticed out on the site, you actually have boring occurring. So Terracon was out there doing some work, getting all those sites bored. So the geotech and the topo surveys are also underway. Also, with the Klossner closure, We are scheduled to be on the agenda, so the disposition minute order is supposed to be on the TxDOT agenda for April 26th of this month. Once that is then approved, then that process can continue down. So likely within the next 30 days, we'll be receiving something back from the governor's office for your all's approval, so that we can take that and move forward with that process. Moving forward, we have, like I said, we have our key user group meetings. They're going to be kicking off the rest of this week, and then we have our steering committee meetings next week, as well as we have a meeting scheduled with the entire project team with the City of Edinburgh, going through permitting issues, all the planning issues, and really sitting down with them. We're going to be providing them some information so we can get that knocked out. So this process is moving along. We have a workshop scheduled for May for the CMAR or Morganti's VE effort. That's ongoing right now to be able to get down that price to where we need to be within budget. We also have one of the items that's on Morganti's to-do list early on is building a court mock-up. And that's an effort that we've gotten some resolution recently on the location where that's going to be had. And once that design is to the point where we can hand it over to Morganti to begin that process, they will likely have that constructed and ready for viewing sometime in June. And then we'll be able to walk through the actual court setup as designed. And that gives an opportunity for all the key users, so all the judicial branch folks, so from the district courts, the county courts, appellate courts, to be able to go in there, touch and feel the actual court, be able to identify the line of sights from jury to the different attorneys, to the judge, to the court reporters and the like, and then be able to provide opinion back to the designers to be able to make any adjustments as needed. And so we'll have that available through July, likely. Let's see. So if we pull back a little bit and look at the overall schedule, like we mentioned, design development is underway. We should be completing design development in the July timeframe, which then allows us to then come back to Commissioners Court for presentation of design development and approval of that phase, and then moving into construction documents that then gets us closer to that last item there is breaking ground in late Q3. So we're still looking at the schedule has it in the September timeframe, so we are on schedule and continuing to move that forward. The next page is just a snapshot of the budget that's on the dashboard that's available. If you notice that you go out to the website, there's a single little button there that you can grab and follow that link, and it takes you to this dashboard. It's got all the information on the budget. It's got the information on the project schedule and all activities to date. So, any questions?
Was that your presentation?
That's the presentation.
Was there a slide that was skipped? I guess for me the only real question is that's a lot of internal communication with our departments and user groups, but our partners here locally, what's the conversation been like with the City of Edinburgh, or when will we have a joint meeting with them to discuss their participation and all of, because I think that we still have some unresolved issues there. I haven't really been given an update unless there is something to report.
So just to be clear, the meeting that we're going to be having with City of Edinburgh is really it's staff to staff. It's really about the project. So it's really getting the permitting done and moving forward with the design and construction of the courthouse. The financing piece is not something that we're jumping into. So that has not been, to my knowledge, that has not been set yet, Commissioner. We've also had, just to clarify a couple of things, we had some meetings. We've been meeting with the different judicial groups. We had meetings with the county courts and with the Board of Judges. And so we had some issue come up with public access to their areas. The way that the design is laid out, it's going to be different than their current environment. And so part of it is trying to balance security for the judicial groups and then public access. So So what we have is we have a controlled access off of the main elevator bank to that back area, so that people, attorneys, the general public, whoever's using their court, can go back and meet with their staff, and that's been addressed. We'll continue to work with each of the key user groups in this design development phase to really work through and work out some of the kinks in the workflow. So that's really this part of this phase to talk through that. And then we have parking is always a fun issue. So we've looked at we're still examining some of the parking solutions, the long-term solutions. Right now we're primarily focused on what happens when construction begins and what surface parking that's already available and owned by the county, how is that going to satisfy the closing of the parking that's across the street from the existing courthouse. But then we're also conducting a demand and supply study to better provide a long-term solution for during construction and then post-construction as we move forward.
Yeah, I would just say that you probably need to share a lot of that information on our website as to what that solution is going to be. I know that there have been a lot of questions raised about staging and how will we continue to conduct business once this construction starts, and is it really feasible for us to work within the perimeter that we have for this site? So I would encourage you to make sure that we positively relay that message to not just the users here, but we're going to have a lot of jury duties going on, and we need people to be informed about where they can and can't go.
Of course.
Michael, did you have?
Michael Leo, County Judge's Office, was just as to the question as to the City of Edinburgh. We have made some overtures. I know they went through a change in administration, so last we heard they wanted some time to kind of get settled in, look at analysis of where they stand as a city, the Economic Development Corporation. So we are going to be reaching out to them again here in the near future, either in writing or maybe proposing either a workshop again or a responses to the question as to their consideration for their contribution. So we'll let the court, we'll keep the court apprised of that as well.
Any other questions?
Thank you, Oscar.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Commissioners, item 11A, there is no action.
Item 12, Urban County.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
Our first item on the agenda is item 12A, requesting the approval of the coordinated entry policies and procedures developed by the County of Hidalgo. These are policies that are required from us because of our Emergency Solutions Grant.
Second.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Item 12B is requesting exemption from competitive bidding requirements under the Texas Local Government Code 262.024A4 for professional engineering services.
Move for approval. Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item B2 is presentation of the scoring grid for the purposes of ranking by Commissioners Court of at least 3 engineering firms from the county's approved pool, as graded and evaluated by the City of Donna, the Urban County Program, and Hidalgo County Purchasing Department. For a street improvement project, the firms evaluated were Cruz Hogan Constructions with a grade of 97.33, Javier Hinojosa Engineering with a grade of 93.33, and Sames Incorporated with a grade of 93.33.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
One point of information.
Yes. There's a
Your
tie.
second and third are tied. So you
Yes.
probably need to draw lots to break the second
Okay,
and
I
third.
didn't bring any.
I'll do
You need to, Monica will do it? Okay.
Just in case you can't negotiate the number one. already.
Okay. In the meantime, may I proceed with item 3?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'll just wait. Let's just
Okay.
take care of this.
You're not.
Sames,
2. Okay.
and number 3 would be Javier Hinojosa.
Thanh you.
Approval through rank as.
Second.
According to the lots. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Item B3 is authority to negotiate a professional engineering service contract with the number one ranked firm of Cruz Hogan Consultants.
So move.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay. Item C is subject to House Bill 1295 compliance, requesting authority to purchase fire station equipment, which consists of bunker gear and thermal imagers, through the Hidalgo County's membership participation with H-CAG Houston Galveston Area Council, awarded vendor Delta Industrial Service and Supply Company in the amount of $34,358.77. This is for the city of Elsa.
So move.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay. The auditors had a concern regarding item 64-425. However, that information has been submitted. So that's also subject to compliance with House Bill 1295 when and if applicable. The Urban County Program on behalf of the City of Alton is requesting authority to purchase wildlife bunker gear for firefighting through the Hidalgo County's membership participation with BIBORD, approved vendor Metro Fire Apparatus Specialist, in the amount of $10,506, and this is for the City of Alton.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Conference.
I'm sorry?
Look at your conference.
Well, it's not ours. It's leadership conference, but it's not Urban County. Thank you.
Morning, Commissioners.
Go ahead.
Okay, I wasn't sure if we were still waiting on something other action. Okay, Eddie Olivares, Hidalgo County Health and Human Services, item 13A, sir. Pursuant to Chapter 121 Local Public Health Reorganization Act, Section 121.006, requesting approval of the revised schedule of fees for Hidalgo County Health and Human Services Department effective April 17, 2018. This would be in effect with the new federal poverty levels as well, sir.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item B is requesting approval to submit request to Texas Department of State Health Services to employ a temporary employee under the Texas Epidemiology Capacity Expansion Program grant contract number 537-18-0322-00001. So we're looking at this. We had a person who is on extended FMLA, and for us to adhere to the grant, we're seeing if we could get permission to hire a temporary employee.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item C is requesting approval of the certification of revenues by the county auditor in the amount of $101,802. Funds are from the Health and Human Services Commission Medicaid Administrative Claim Program. Where's in action?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
We're requesting approval to appropriate the MAC or Medicaid Administration Claim Programming budget in the amount of $101,802.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item D, Healthcare Funding District, and discussion and action including but not limited to Healthcare Funding District. There is no items there. Let's have any questions. And then the next item, Indigent Healthcare Program, discussion and action limited to Indigent Healthcare Program, 1115 waiver and or expenditures. There is no items there. Let's have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Elections.
Hi, good morning, Judge, Commissioners. Hilda Salinas here on the behalf of Ivan Ramon, who could not be here today. We just have a couple of updates for you. At this time, Ivana is going to be passing out the schedules. I think she already may have. And what it is, it's a list of the May 5th local entities elections, as well as each of their polling locations and schedules for you to review. So those are the elections that are going to be happening in May. Just so you'll know, the May election will be held from April 23rd through May 1st, with Election Day being on May 5th. Also, on the first and last day of early voting, the polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. All other days, the polls will be open from 8 to 6 p.m., except Saturday. Also on Saturday, as well as April 28th, the polls will be open from 8 to 5, and on Sunday, April 29th, they will be closed. We just want to notify you and the public that although the elections are not running together, voters can vote at any poll location within their boundary lines of jurisdiction on election day. For example, the City of Mission has 5 polling locations on election day. Any voters residing and voting in the City of Mission can go ahead and vote at any of those polling locations on election day. So it would be called the citywide election on election day, just like countywide, but in this case it would be citywide.
Is there an STC schedule?
The STC schedule, we're still pending confirmation, so that's why it hasn't been released yet, but we have been notified that they will be sending it today. So we're hoping to post it on our website. I can go ahead and email it to you all as soon as we do get it as well. Okay? And that's all the updates that we have at this time, unless you have any other questions? No? Okay. Then I'll go ahead and I'll proceed.
Thank you.
Item B, approval of the 2018 May Uniform Election Services contract between Hidalgo County and the Donna Irrigation District for their election to be held on May 5th, 2018.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Item 2, approval of the 2018 May Uniform Election Services contract between Hidalgo County and the City of Agua Special Utility District for their election to be held on May 5th, 2018.
So move.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Item 3, approval of the 2018 May Uniform Election Services contract between Hidalgo County and Sherryland Independent School District for their election to be held on May 5th, 2018.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
And lastly, number 4, approval of the 2018 May Uniform Election Services contract between Hidalgo County and South Texas College for their election to be held on May 5th, 2018.
So move.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay, that's all we have for today. Thank you.
Thank you. 16, Precinct 2.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners. Item 16A, number 1, requesting consideration and approval to support Hidalgo Economic Development Corporation grant application to the Economic Development Administration for investment assistance for needed infrastructure.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Item 16A2, requesting approval for County Commissioner Eduardo Cantu to sign the letter of support.
So move.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you.
Precinct 3.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Approval of a memorandum of understanding between Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service and Hidalgo County.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you.
Precinct 4.
Good morning, Commissioners. Item 18A, requesting approval of partial permit fee refund to Roberto Lopez in the amount of $75.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
18B, requesting approval to accept counteroffer to purchase parcel 88 in the amount of $34,000 in connection with Precinct 4 FM 2220 Ware Road project.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Commissioners.
Yes.
If I may, I don't see Hilda in the audience. I think she walked out, but Ms. Hilda, just out of an abundance of caution, I want to, for the record, just make a slight correction under elections. Item 14B2, which the action that was just taken was approval of the 2018 May Uniform Election Services contract between Hidalgo County and the following, and the City of Agua Special Utility District. That should be and the District of Agua Special Utility District.
Or just Agua Special Utility District.
Right, it's not a city. Number 2, it says City of Agua, and it's not a city.
So we just need the minutes to
Oh, okay,
note
so
that?
then we just need to correct that, or
Yes,
what?
just I'd like for the minutes to be correct, to reflect
Okay.
the proper. It's the Agua Special Utility
It was an
District. It's not city.
Yes, of course. It's between Hidalgo County and the Agua Special Utility District.
District, yes. It's a
Go ahead and scratch off
Take
city.
action.
Steve, just
It wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, to correct the minutes.
Move to approve with the correction.
Do we need to rescind the other one?
Steve, would we have to rescind the other one and take the action?
It'd be more proper to rescind and then take action.
Who participated in that?
Move to rescind.
It was Joseph in Commissioner Funds.
So move to rescind.
I will.
To second.
I can't, but I will.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion rescinded.
Now I move to approve.
Do I read it again, or?
Yes.
Okay. So approval of the 2018 May Uniform Election Services contract between Hidalgo County and of Aguas Special Utility District for their election to be held on May 5th, 2018.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Thank
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Marty?
Good morning. 19, Purchasing Department, Martha Salazar. A1, requesting authority to advertise with approval of the RFP procurement packet, and this is for the demolition services of existing Hidalgo County structures, subject to legal counsel's final review. That's going to be through the DA's office civil section.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
B1 is Precinct 1. Precinct 1 is requesting acceptance and approval of the executive summary report document presented by Ergonomic Transportation Solutions Incorporated, and this was for a speed zone studies along multiple corridors within the precinct with recommendations for the proper speed zone modifications that it would enhance safety and mobility. And the following tasks were presented as pointed on the bullets on the agenda. And this was done for 19 roadway corridors, as we mentioned. So we're asking approval and acceptance. That is the deliverable that was subcontracted by the engineer LNG.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Motion carries.
Item 2 is discussion, consideration, and action on the final negotiated AIA agreement between Hidalgo County owner and Alvarado Architects for the design and construction of Precinct 1 Sunset Park operations. This will be subject to final legal review. It is being reviewed at the final version through Ms. Ketz, through Atlas and Hall. However, some IT issues that they can't receive their emails has kind of interrupted us for a minute, but it will be approved. I'm recommending subject to their final review.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Precinct 2, an order exempting competitive bidding requirements under 262-024A4, a professional service.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Motion carries.
Presentation of the scoring grid for the purposes of ranking by Commissioners Court. The 3 firms that were graded and evaluated for on-call appraisal services: the Real Estate Center at 94, Southmost Realty at 95, and Leonel Garza and Associates at 97. Does the court wish to rank them in the order of their scores?
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Motion carries.
Authority for the purchasing department to commence negotiations with the number 1 ranked firm, Leonel Garza and Associates.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Motion carries.
Item 2 is requesting approval of work authorization 3 with an estimated cost of $45,572.88 as submitted through engineer B2Z to provide right-of-way mapping services for Precinct 2 Military Highway Extension Project through contract number 182.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Motion carries.
And then pursuant to contract with B2Z, Article 14, the same contract number 182, a request for the engineer to permit the subcontracting of ROW surveying services to provide the right-of-way mapping services for that military extension road project.
Approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Motion carries.
And item 3A, requesting approval of supplemental agreement number 1 for services under work authorization 1, contract number 194, B2Z. Estimated cost of $59,683.72 for Las Milpas Park Youth Facility.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Motion carries.
Pursuant to the contract provisions for the contract number 194 with B2Z, Article 14, requesting approval that the engineer subcontract Solorio Incorporated and Trinity MEP to provide structural and MEP engineering services for Las Milpas Youth Park Facility.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Motion carries.
Item D is Precinct 4. A is requesting exemption, competitive bidding, 262024. A professional service.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Presentation of the scoring grid for the purposes of ranking by Commissioners Court of the 3 architectural service providers that were considered: Milnet 93, Janak at 95, and the Warren Group at 97. Does the court wish to rank them in the order of those scores?
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
And C is authority for purchasing department to negotiate a professional services contract, architectural services, commencing with the number 1 Warren Group.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 2, requesting approval work authorization 3 in the amount of $214,961.94 under current on-call agreement with B2Z Engineering contract number 243 for the provision of engineering services, environmental public involvement, schematic, hydrologic, pavement design, PS&E, utility services, uncontrolled mapping, and office surveys for Hinojosa Road.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
For IT, authorization for the Chief Information Officer, Renan Ramirez, to execute change order number 2 to accept the proposed implementation and clarification workflow previously detailed in the scope of work for the project titled Laserfish Software Solutions, aka paperless purchase orders, approved back in 2017.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
F1 Sheriff's Office requesting authority to reject bids received for drug and alcohol testing services through RFB number 042 so that we may re-advertise with modified specs.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And item 2 is requesting approval to purchase 38 vehicles for the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office through the county's membership participation with Lake Country Chevrolet Goodbye. That's a co-op. The 18F with, that's the name, that's the number of the contract, 18-188F00, in the total amount of $998,404.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you very much. That's all I have.
Thank you. Closed session. Open forum.
Yes, we do have 2 participants for open forum. I will remind the audience to please respect the speaker's time at the podium. There is a 3-minute time limit, and I will advise when there is 1 minute. First participant is Reynaldo Cedillo.
What is an exception? Webster defines it as the process of freeing or state of being freed from an obligation or liability imposed on others. Good morning, commissioners and people in the audience. I come to you today to request that something be done with the property owners who are claiming exemptions but not entitled to them. Over 65, homestead, and many others that exist in the laws of the state. Over 65 freezes the value of the property and no more higher taxes are levied. There are several exemptions that are listed on the books, at which time are too many to mention. Another comes to mind is 100% disability exemption. Wow, no taxes whatsoever. I have asked different individuals who are in elected positions, and the only one who guided and provided me with the direction in which way to go was Judge Garcia. Unfortunately, he's not here. So, the discovery was made 8 years ago when I received my property taxes in the mail. I, like many others, was somewhat disappointed that my property value had again been raised. Yes, the county has not raised taxes. However, the appraisal district raises the property value. Tomato, tomate, same thing. Of what I know, the appraisal district does not fall under the purview of the county. I could be wrong. That's what I've been told. They're under the state, or I don't know who they're under, but they're in their own entity. In the process of attempting to dispute my increase in property values, I did what the appraisal district suggested. That was to look around my neighborhood and obtain similar properties to compare. As I was looking up the property searches, I found out that 3 individuals had been deceased and one of the dwellings was being occupied. I further realized that the over 65 exception was listed on all 3 properties and one had agricultural use inside a city limit. Upon asking around from different residents the age of the individuals who were currently living in the properties, it was made very clear to me that those individuals did not qualify for the exemptions. What this means is simple. If in a little big city like mine, 3 out of the 7 residents had unentitled exemptions, I wonder how many more in the county had the same issue. While working in my current position, I uncovered a property in the city of McAllen who also has the name of an individual that was deceased over 30 years ago. Human beings will not be moved or rock the boat unless made to. When I asked the appraisal district if anything could be done, the same story. Too much work. Unless someone enforced me, there is no way of finding out. I asked for help from a state representative, and he did verify that there is a law in place where properties are to be placed in the current resident when someone passes on. You know, and I know that that is not happening, and the state does not worry about it because it is not a state sales tax. To make a long story short, the 3 properties that were identified to the appraisal district finally received a tax bill that combined is around over $3,000 more. No, I'm not bitter, but what is right and what is wrong. But using the excuse that it's too much work or that's not my job does not resolve the problem. Are there monies out there for the cities, counties, and school districts could be missing out on? Yes, there is. If you decide to take action or not, it's totally up to you. But remember, what is fair, either tax everyone appropriately or entitle everyone to exemptions that they do not qualify for. Right now it's over 65. Tomorrow could be disability, and who knows what else down the time. Thank you for your time, and God bless you.
God bless.
Our second participant is Ms. Fern McClary.
I'm glad to hear that other people are upset also. I just wanted to advise this commission that we attended a McAllen public meeting concerning the sale of infrastructure bonds. The bond sales will be in the amount of $22 million and will include a combination of McAllen and Hidalgo County TERS funding. The McAllen representative attending the meeting were unsure on how the combining of funds would take place, but I believe the political reality is very clear. If the bond issue is approved by the public, funds will be transferred to the 3 TERS projects, and a board of appointed individuals, will be responsible for selecting the developers to carry out the projects. As you may recall, this commission appointed 3 staff members to the TERS project area in the county will make a greater financial contribution than the city of McAllen to these projects. If the sale is approved by the voters, it will be interesting to see how the project will be combined and who will be the successful contractors in the area. And as you may recall, this commission has discussed concerning the wisdom of purchasing equipment with a short life and a long-term bond. So I'm hoping that y'all are checking to make sure that we're not doing a 30-year note or something on some vehicles of any kind. And then today on number 9A, Precinct 5, the Texas Tropical Center, I wanted to ask if y'all had checked on that building and what they're providing for the county employees, the constables or the deputies or whoever that is there, because our liability is there, and being sued costs taxpayers money. So I wish y'all would check on that. Precinct 5 needs to be more concerned about their area. That's why y'all put them back in, was that they needed security for the Delta area. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Is that it?
Commissioner? Yes, and we do have executive session.
As per 551.071 and 072, we're going to go back to executive session. We need a motion.
Do we need a motion?
Motion to go to executive session.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Going to executive session. We're back from executive session at 11:34. Valde.
Thank you, Judge, Commissioners. I lost my agenda. Thank you, Commissioner. Under open session, item 24A, Real Estate Acquisition Corporation, same, there is no action to be taken. Item 24B, pending and or potential litigation, there is no action to be taken. Under 24C, pending potential litigation, matters pertaining to the administration of the 2020 United States Census. Commissioners, I'd like to refer back to item 22A and B. 22A, requesting exemption from conventional bidding requirements under the Texas Local Government Code, Section 262.02484, and professional service for the provision of legal services representation in connection with litigation.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
And item 22B is the engagement with the firm of Orlando Rios for the provision of legal services representation in connection with litigation. and authority to submit a letter of engagement subject to compliance with House Bill 1295, specific to open session item 24C, matters pertaining to the administration of 2020 United States Census.
Steve, you have to say something about that, no?
No.
Okay, move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously.
Item 24D, EEOC charge 451-2017-00801, Agnes Antons versus County Hidalgo. There's no action to be taken today. Open session item 24E, EEOC charge 451-2018-00616, Sandra Garza versus County Hidalgo. There's no action to be taken today. And item 24F, cause number 718 MC00579, McCaw, Gary, Joel, Rolf versus Rio Grande City CISD et al. Commissioner, just for the record, Ms. Josephine Ramirez's office from the Civil Division, District Attorney's Office will be facilitating in the matter of Rolf versus Rio Grande City CISD et al. For the County of Hidalgo.
Need a motion?
Yes, please.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
And the claim of Maria Duran, Commissioners, I'd like Civil Authority to make an offering amount of $95. Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
There's no need to go back into closed and or open
Court
session.
next
So
week?
we have court next week, yes, sir.
Okay, well, they'll be out, I'll be speaking at the West Texas
Okay, so I'll
Judges Commissioners Guild, so
No, yes,
just
sir.
to let you know. Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you all.